Tonight, fear returns to our city. People evacuated and the bomb squad called in after a suspicious package was found among the flowers in Burke Street.
A Melbourne schoolboy unwittingly caught up in Donald Trump's controversial travel ban.
The quick-thinking hero who took a classic catch to save a baby and her terrified parents from their burning apartment.
And all class, excited youngsters across the state get prepped to begin their school journey.
This is 10 Eyewitness News, first at 5, with Stephen Quartermain and Candice Wyatt.
Thank you, Andrew. Coming up after the break. Neighbours horrified after a stabbing at a suburban home in Melbourne's southeast.
And thousands of students all prepped for their first day of school.
It's been a big day for our smallest students, with thousands of preppies starting school. Classrooms were abuzz with nerves and excitement for parents and pupils alike. Catherine Firkin went along.
A special new outfit for a very special day. 4-year-old April is among more than 79,000 preps starting school this year, and she's lucky to be learning the ropes from her older sister.
What are you most looking forward to about prep?
Playing with my sister.
You gonna miss me? Yeah.
There's plenty of family love at Berwick Primary School too, where teachers will be seeing double, with 4 sets of twins all raring to go.
I really want to learn how to write.
Who do you think will do better at school?
Me,
Why's that?
because I'm older than James.
In the centre of Melbourne, dozens of new preps made another piece of history. They're the first group of newcomers to the city's first vertical school.
It's my first special day at real proper school. I like prep because we do it a lot. I'm doing a spiky dinosaur.
The city school is situated in a former office block, which has been completely redesigned to include a full science lab, performing arts spaces and an indoor sports centre. This 10-storey building doesn't feel like a school, but clever design spaces like this one means there's always somewhere for the students to play, despite being in the heart of the city.
The feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Parents are excited about it. Many families were talking about having to move to find the right school for their children. Now they can walk to school down the road.
And after a day of fun, there's no holding these preps back. Catherine Firkin, 10 Eyewitness News.
Time for another look at the traffic. It's back to Andrew.
Tonight, first on 9, the city thugs wanted for a sickening gang bashing at Federation Square. D-Day for 2,000 workers at Altona as Toyota reveals its final date of operation. An elderly woman dead and 13 people ill after a salmonella outbreak linked to Meals on Wheels. Burke Street evacuated after a bomb scare at the makeshift memorial. President Trump fires his Attorney General for an act of betrayal. And tearful goodbyes and life lessons for prep students on their first day of school.
This is 9 News with Peter Hitchener.
Good evening. First tonight, a 9 News exclusive. It's been a day of mixed emotions for thousands of families across Victoria, with students starting school for the first time. 4-year-old April Kelly was among them, 80 years since her great-grandmother also began prep. Laura Spurway has the story.
Little April has her whole life ahead of her, and the next chapter started today.
I don't want my little girl to grow up.
No. For parents Belinda and Lee, the school drop-off was tough.
I'm going to miss you.
But April received some words of wisdom from her 85-year-old great-grandmother.
Be careful who you sit next to, she said.
Doreen Lacey is still best friends with Winifred Kelly, whom she met on her first day of school in 1937.
We used to play and walk home, you know, across the paddocks to chase boys. Chase boys.
The pair have this advice for Victoria's brand new students.
For children to get out and play a lot more and not just spend all their time on these machines and stuff.
They may have a hard time comprehending this school, Haileybury College, a high-tech vertical facility near Flagstaff Gardens, which opened its city campus today.
It's my first special day at real proper school. Drawing pictures, look, I do this.
It's a 10-storey building with indoor and outdoor recreational areas for pupils from kindergarten to year 9.
Very cosmopolitan, very Melbourne, and the coffee's very good as well.
Well, these two are among more than 79,000 preps who are starting this year, all with mixed emotions. What about you? Are you excited?
Yes.
And how are you feeling? Nervous?
Bit.
And it's certainly a roller coaster ride for their families as well.
My youngest starts prep this week, and there'll be tears, and that's normal.
Abby and Grace will join 3 more sets of twins at Berwick Primary, a big task for teachers and parents.
It's a lot of lunchboxes and uniforms and ironing and hair and yes.
Who do you think will do better at school?
Me.
Why's that?
Because I'm older than James.
Laura Spurway, 9 News.
And next, Tony Jones looking ahead to tonight's spot.
Good on you, Pete. Thanks for that. Among our stories tonight, we've been wondering just what the problem is with Nick Kyrgios. Well, now we know the answer.